Hello fam, how are you? It's time to start. Um, I'm very excited about this stream. I'm very excited about what we are doing. Um, I'm very excited what we will be releasing and what's planned for next days, weeks, months. And I'm very excited to be here with you so I can share with you some insights. We had a lot of questions. Most of those questions were about token utility, about the game, and about the marketing, about exchanges, and a couple others. I will answer all of them. First of all, I will start about what we are doing right now, where we are at. Then I will go through all the sections, and I will answer all of your questions. I will go one by one, read them, and answer them. Then, because it's live stream, you will have more questions here. I will answer all your questions. So I think no rush there. If you have more questions, drop it here and I will be very happy to answer them. Let me now check if everything is all right. Amazing, everything is here. Let's start. First, about the product, about the game. So, you know that from who we started at 2018. You know that who invested in 2020, 2021, that we have been working on the product. Now we have the products. We release our early access, we launch our CQB, and there are more and more products coming in next weeks and months. The main goal for this year is actually show the product, take over VR market with those products. The goal is to onboard active users, to increase the community, and to get the token utility in the game. With that, we have marketing plan. Of course, we have exchanges plan, and we have a lot of plan with other companies and different partnerships. I will start with the questions about the product. I will go one by one by the questions. Before maybe I will start with the product, I would say that what we are building, as you know, the whole vision is to create world where you can actually live. That was our vision since 2018. That's why we built the first team. We hired first people. We got the first prototype. Thanks to that, we raised the first ICO back in 21. And now we have the early access out, and now there are more and more products coming. I still think, or I'm pretty sure, that virtual reality is the new internet, 3D internet. And the game which we are building, the game will be the main catalyst, not just for big game adoption, but also for massive blockchain adoption, of course. And of course, virtual VR adoption. Right now, we are in multiple sectors, right? We are in gaming sector, which is booming. We are in VR sector, which is pretty early. In the blockchain, it's pretty early. AI is booming right now. I know we are very early, but that's what makes me very excited. The bull market's just starting, but it haven't started for altcoins yet, I believe. And the VR haven't even started yet. And we are very early there, but that's what makes me so excited. At the same time, that's why we are building other products also that I will share with you today. Now I will go question by question. So first, the early access launch is success on small scale. Only small portion of community has experienced Asugea. Is it essential to have a major marketing campaign for this launch? Many of us think it takes time to resolve issue before going public. Setos, hey brother, how are you? So yes, it was early access. we had a lot of marketing for it. You see a lot of content marketing for that, but the marketing was targeted more for crypto, for our community. It was about that we wanted to test our VR product. We wanted to test the graphics in open world, in virtual reality, and a lot of other things. It has really good success. We had a lot of very positive feedback and also feedback how we can improve. We did. And thanks to that, we have another products and next products that we will be launching right now. So the Asugea was early access. Now, because of the feedback, we see that you really like PvP. And that's why we will be now focusing, and we are releasing actually PvP arenas where you can play in multiplayer, where we actually will start onboarding the players, the real players, the virtual reality players. At the same time, we will be starting doing VR utility there. So we will start putting VR utility there, which is a goal for this year and actually for next month. What we want to do with this PvPs that we are launching, by the way, the launch is planning for this month. We are on schedule with that. And the utility there is scheduled for later this year. Maybe it will be even sooner. But the main goal of this is to release game that it's not there yet. So you will use your magic, how you can see in early access, but you will be able to play with the different players, with different players. Thanks to that, we also will start selling different items, different skins. You will be able to buy them. You will be able to win different prizes, and you will be able to use your own token finally. So at the same time, the plan with the PvP is to actually launch one of the biggest, maybe the biggest virtual reality esports ever. So this is planned for this year also. So we will be doing a lot actually. Another question. I noticed lack of decoration objects such as bushes and grass, as well as absence of wind effects and movement of many objects. Is it planned to implement these long term? Of course, it was early access. That's the first part. And the second part is that it wasn't a small project. It was big open world. So it's different. If you can put in VR when you have smaller places or small rooms, you can put there a lot of different things. But if you saw Asugea how big it is, which is actually open MMORPG in open world, then you will understand that this is very hard right now. But of course, it's planned for the future. And there are a lot of things how we can do it, a lot of ways. The first one is that, of course, the hardware will improve, but at the same time, there are different types what we will be doing. Do you plan to Asugea, another question, do you plan to Asugea to multiplayer to allow players to meet regardless of the zone? For example, players could open their rooms to other players. So there are two things. First, the Asugea was a single player in the open world for a reason. We will be focusing more on multiplayer and the PvP. At the same time, the PvP and the game is just first part. The second part is the builder, where you can show and share and monetize your rooms, which you built on your lands. And this is also planned for early next year, let's say half next year. So with the multiplayer, the main focus will be to put in PvP arenas, because if you are in open world and you don't have much to share that, I don't think that's something that will be interesting for you. But I think that when you will see the PvP that we are launching right now, when you can use different spells and fight with each other and win prizes, I think that will be very interesting. And not just for crypto community, but for actually VR players, which is our goal, onboard VR players and to take over a VR market. That's our goal. I'm not talking about Web3 VR, I'm talking about Web2 VR. This is our goal for next month. Do you plan to integrate external media players like YouTube, Netflix, Twitch into the rooms? which is done by other metaverses, of course, yes. With the VR AI builder, you will be able to implement not just these streaming applications, but also a lot of other applications through APIs. You will be able to put there, which we already did, for example, that you will be able to connect it to Shopify and to other and to other platforms. So the goal is that you will be able to create your own shop where people will be able to buy the physical stuff, for example. So the platform and the builder will be very open, so you will be able to use it and to monetize it. For example, what you see just weeks ago, I believe IKEA started to hiring employees in Roblox. We knew this is coming. That was our vision. I'm very grateful that it's finally happening, and it's Roblox. Have you seen Roblox? That's in PC, and it have a lot of users. It's an amazing game, and they, by the way, started very similar to us. They started building a game, but they created the builder, which is very similar to our builder. So people can use it in a very simple way to build something. Now they have just the builder, and they are one of the most successful game in the history. So I'm very excited about the VR AI builder. You saw the first test in the Asugea, but you saw it's just decoration right now. Now we are adding that you will be able to code. When you will be able to code without programming skill, that's how we are saying it. It's like virtual coding. So you will have some logic blocks, and you will be able to connect them, and even without programming skills, you will be able to create the game. And of course, if you can code, you can modify these visual blocks, and you can put more and more difficult things inside. That's the plan. So we are doing two things here. We are focusing for two things, which is game and the builder. Together is the metaverse world, which is our vision. Another question. The MMO aspect with classes, levels, items is not present yet. How do you see this evolving in the long term? Of course, this was the early access. In the early access, you could see the first things about the MMORPG, about the whole open world. There will be more and more releases. Now we are focusing for the PvP and for the builder, but of course then we started with the Asugea city, Wood City, over there. But there will be more and more, or we will be opening more cities, more regions. Another. I wanted to ask a question for a while. Is there a limit how many players, avatars, can be in VR world at once? I'm concerned about lag time and concerned about it's locked into VR at once. Is it possible? Is it a problem, or has been this addressed? So of course this is big topic in VR, but it's limited and it's not. So for example, look at Fortnite. In Fortnite you have 100 players in one world, but at the same time you have million active users daily. So of course there is solution for this, like every other game has. So you will be, for example, in the world with a lot of people. Once we reach the full capacity, we will scale this to another world. When do you plan to release early access for Apple Vision Pro? So Apple Vision Pro is actually planned for this month. We are on schedule for that, and we will release it. There was also another question about that we are releasing too much without marketing, without proper marketing beforehand. Because normally what game studios are doing, that they, for example, announce a game and they are doing marketing for it 6 months and then they will release it. But guys, we have so much right now that is going on, and we will be just releasing, because last 2 years of the B market we use to aggressively develop the product, and we have it now. So don't worry, we will start releasing, and now we wanted to onboard more and more active users. So Apple Vision Pro is scheduled for this month. When do you plan to do the next release? So the next release, like I said, is Apple Vision Pro, which is scheduled for this month. there is a PvP, which makes me the most excited, to be honest, which is also planned for this for this month. And at the same time, there will be updates for the PvP, so new arenas, new game modes, new skins, like every 2-3 months. And we will be releasing, we will be also updating the Apple Vision Pro, which will be a little different than what you can play in Quests and other platforms. At the same time, we will be launching on different other platforms, so for example Steam VR and others. At the same time, which is very important, I'm sorry, is that right now the Asuga is for PC VR. Our main goal is to put the PvP in VR only, which we believe is very important. Then you will have PC VR version also, of course. And in the future, of course, you will have some games, or sometimes will be PC VR only for some reasons. Some of them will be only VR. Our main goal is to put in VR as much, as many players as possible. When will Victoria VR will be fully released? So, like I said, the main goal for this year is to start onboarding active users, real users, I mean real gamers. And I believe this will happen with the PvP. And there will be more and more updates. So with the first version, you don't have the token utility. With the second version, you have the token utility. And there will be more and more updates this year. At the same time, there will be Apple Vision Pro version, and there is VR AI Builder, which I believe will be the biggest thing actually for Victoria VR, which is planned for Q2 next year. At the same time, what you should know is that we know that in VR very early right now. That's why there will be also other releases. We have been working on mobile and PC game that is not announced yet, but there are many things that you don't know about. They are blurred in the roadmap, but we are waiting for the right time. We have a lot of this interesting stuff coming out. So, or because we know we are pretty early and the VR market is still at the beginning, let's say, we will be also onboarding players from different platforms that they will be actually able to use their tokens, they will be able to use their lens, they will be able to interact in VR with VR world even without VR headsets, which we believe that it's very important. Another one, who have been here since the beginning would like to see something truly wow, something that not everyone has. And saying this is the real revolution. I want to be there when it's launched. Does Victoria VR have this? Is it? If so, what will be the wow? I understand this. I believe when we launch the VR AI Builder, you will be able to create anything you can imagine connected to the real world. You will be able to create your own game without 100 in-house developers. You will be able to create your own shop in virtual reality. You will be able to create anything and monetize it, and you will have it on blockchain. This is what we are building. Thanks to this, is actually Roblox on blockchain in VR with realistic graphics. It's actually Google for virtual realities. It took us so long, and I believe this will be the game changer for the whole industry. At the same time, the graphics we are working on, I believe that's what we are doing is to setting new industry standard. At the same time, with the PvP we are launching, I'm pretty sure that it will be so successful with the multiplayer and with the rewards and with the esports we want to launch. It's completely different game style than any other game I saw. So I think, and I'm pretty sure that this will be the wow. What we are building is combining Fortnite, let's say, that's the PvP part. Then you have MMORPG style game, that's the World of Warcraft. And then you have the builder, which is Roblox. We are combining this together, and we are launching it with realistic graphics in VR with based on blockchain. And I believe this will be crazy, because our first vision was to create world where you can actually live. Once we have this, I think you will, because there will be a lot of investors and a lot of people who are coming here. We have been on different shows. They say, hey, I love what you are doing. I love the quality what you are doing. I love the team. I love this. And I want to create this. Could you create for me shop? Could you create for me office? Could you create for me school? Could you create for me? So we have a lot of projects in the pipeline that they are waiting after we release it. And then we will be able to start onboarding other games, other partners. Or if you have your vision, you will be able to actually create it. This, I believe, will be the biggest game changer. Now, it's time to talk about the token. So this is the token section. The first question: do you envision to increase in token pricing over the next year or two? As well done as all the work from you and team. Also well done for all the work from you and team do. Thank you very much for your support. Like I said, the most or our main goals for this year is releasing the games, start onboarding real players, give the final utility for VR token, and doing more marketing for real gamers, and increasing and more engaging more community. But at the same time, we take care about the token. We care about the token. So for that, I believe the main thing will be the utility of the token, which is planned finally for this year. So after a lot of years of development, we finally will have the utility, and not just for virtual reality, but also for other platforms, which I believe is key. And we have a lot of different things how we can do it. There are more questions about the token. So how would I say it? Because I am here every day, and because I'm working with all these amazing team and amazing people, and I know what we have, I know what we are releasing, and I'm in crypto for a while already. I know about the cycles, how it works. So for example, you saw that how when we released the CQB, how there was big hype, right? So it was because there was hype after Apple VR, which was just the hype, and at the same time there was small run all on altcoins. Then we release or early access, and it didn't have much impact, right? Why is that? So it's all about the timing. In crypto, it's all about the timing, and we know the timing is right. We know we are very early. So compare us to other projects in the same category, which is gaming. I'm not even saying VR, because there is like literally nothing, if you remember, or there are some, of course, but when I'm thinking about VR as not just gaming, but if I look at gaming market right now in crypto, I think we are doing much better than most of them. We pumped much higher because of that, because of these releases, because of the VR hype, because of Apple Vision Pro, and that's why we are now a little decreasing, of course. But still, if you still compare our price now and 1 year ago, and you compare them, we are still doing very, very good. And I know we are very, very early. We haven't launched our main thing, which is the builder. We haven't launched PvP, which I believe will be the biggest thing. And we haven't launched token utility yet. So it's very early. And me personally, everybody is saying, what is my prediction? I cannot say predictions. I cannot give you financial advice. This is not financial advice. I can tell you what I am doing personally. What I am doing personally is that I'm staking for 10 years. Everybody around me, my family, my friends are staking for 10 years. I'm like 99% of everything in VR, and I don't care about I'm not concerned about VR token price if it's below $3. That's my opinion. do your opinion, but if you compare about what we are doing, what is the future, how big is the market, and if you know that we haven't even started, I think that it actually makes sense. So and remember then when we launched, actually it was after Zuckerberg, there was like metaverse hype, right? Where are these metaverses now? Some of them, of course, they have been building, but we have been building very, very aggressively over last 2 years. And we have a lot of things that we haven't shared with you yet because we are waiting for the right time. So you saw early access, how it reacts. But at the same time with the products, we don't want to wait for better timing because we have so many of them. We will just keep releasing, and when the altcoins will be strong again, I think that will be the time where you will see what we all want to see, because we all care about the price. If you are asking about if the team is selling, team haven't touched their tokens yet. If you are asking about funding, that's another question. If you are asking about where is Olgo, where I see ourselves, so before it was just the hype. We haven't launched the product, and we have at 0.6, right? So, and most of those investors, the big guys we have on board, they haven't even touched their tokens because they said, hey, I don't care if it's on these prices. I know what you are doing. I know it's long term, but we are not touching it below $3. And that's actually what I have in mind, that will be the start when I think, okay, maybe now we are at the fair price. But your own opinion. Another question. Hello, what will be the primary utility like in September? Will it be motivating enough for people to start buying our token in bulk? So the utility of the token, of course, you will be able to purchase multiple things that will actually help you in the game, and that will be the primary utility by September, which is good enough. At the same time, we haven't announced the other platform that I just teased to you, and there will be also the token utility and the land utility, and that's our goal, to start building the utility of the token. At the same time, you know that we are not working only on the games, and the VR AI build is not just the game, it's the whole new Google for virtual realities, but at the same time we are building our own blockchain solution, and with that there will be much bigger utility of the whole VR ecosystem. Hi, why is VR token failing so much against competition right now? We are in bull market and we have been going down ever since CQB launch. I already addressed this. I don't think we are falling much compared to competition. If you look at the competition that they are in the same sector, I think we are doing much better with them. And yes, we are now falling more than them because we pumped much higher than they did before. But if you still look at those charts, we are still above them. Yes. At the same time, I don't think the bull market started yet. I think the bull market started for Bitcoin. I think they all care about the Bitcoin. Now we have ETF on Ethereum, amazing. But I don't think that the alt season started yet. The alt season haven't started yet. So the bull market for alts haven't started yet. They all have the same chart. If you know about the cycles and you are in crypto for some time, you know this. There are, of course, some sectors that are doing pretty well. There was AIs that are doing pretty well. We are also integrating AI, so we will be also playing on this narrative. There are reroll assets that they did well. We are also implementing reroll assets because that's what you will be able to create. We have some partnerships there, and now there are a lot of meme coins, right? But the real retail is still not there, you know. So I think yes, the bull market started. I believe this bull market will be much bigger than any bull market before because of those ETFs, because of those institutional investors. But the real hype for crypto, I mean for altcoins, haven't even started yet. And yes, there are meme coins everywhere because there are people who are in crypto since 2017 to 2021, but there is no real retailer right now. So and of course, some people are selling because they see, oh, this meme coin is doing this and that, but it's all gamble. That's what I believe. You did buybacks in 2023. Have you done any buybacks in 24, and at what level? So of course, we are still doing buybacks at different levels. What we are doing also is to make sure, for example, if there are people who want to liquidate a higher portion of the tokens, we are helping them doing it through OTCs when the new investor is locking the tokens again. So we do everything we can to actually support the price and to not affect the price, to really support the token and the whole community and everybody who is on board. But like I said, the future about what we are doing is here, about our plans, and right now it's pretty early. So be concerning about the price right now. I am not actually. I think we are doing pretty good. Hi, why is VVR token so volatile? When it will be stabilized? I think the real utility will help, because then you will have, for example, I don't know, 100k players using this amount of the tokens every day. We have the buyback mechanism, we have the locking mechanism, so every player who is spending in the game need to buy the token, and every time they spend it in the game, we are locking a portion of that to the reverse pool. So the reverse pool is limited, and at the same time, with more players, it's actually possible to have lower tokens in the circulation supply. At the same time, we already reach our half of our circulation supply. The second half will start releasing once we launch the games, which is also good, because when we launched 2021, we were at like 5%. Now we are almost at 50. So there will be no more inflation from the already sold tokens in ICO, and at the same time, there will be ways how actually there will be the utility of the token, and there will be this locking system. So this, I believe, which will stabilize the price or give some buying back movement. At the same time, when it will be stabilized, I don't think we want to be stabilized a lot, which means that if you have big upside potential, of course it's volatile, you know. So less is volatile, there is less potential to do higher returns, let's say. Another question. Could you elaborate of the various use case VR token within Victoria VR? How do they impact gameplay, virtual real estate, and overall users experience? I already answered this. I will just say it again. So the main utility of the VR token is the main currency of the VR world and of other games we are launching. At the same time, there will be different utilities. It's also DAO. We haven't launched DAO yet, so it will be also DAO government. And at the same time, we are preparing something in terms of blockchain, so there will be more and more utilities for the token. Another question. I am a big fan of Victoria VR. I have a question about the tokenomics. What is your vision about the price of the token? Would you rather see it at low and at the end? I cannot predict where will be the price. I cannot tell you, okay, our plan is to be at $1 next month. But like I told you, what we are building is new Google. It's Google for virtual realities. It's new internet, free internet. At the same time, what we are doing is we are pretty in VR, but the goal for this year is actually to take over virtual reality market in Web 2. So I believe, and there are different industries that we are covering. We are covering blockchain industry, we are covering virtual reality industry, gaming industry, metaverse, and AI. When I see in my head what we are doing, when I started it in 2018, and we are closer and closer, me personally, I'm not selling the token below $3. So this is my vision, this is my plan. But of course, this is not financial advice. You do your own opinion, your own research. Hi, I wonder if the staking can drop below 18% if I stake for 10 years, or if the staking is filled, it will be closed. It will be closed and it will open again with until somebody unstakes. Yes, so the staking is dynamic actually. So with more people are staking, the less is the API. At the same time, right now I know the API is still very high, but right now we have decided about the rewards for the first 3 years. Then the rewards will be decided. Depends on the active players. But at the same time, remember that with more people are staking, the rewards are decreasing. But at the same time, at one point, nobody will be able to stake more because the rewards won't be that good. And at the same time, if people are staking so much, so it's not 18%, but it's like 10%, what will be the price of the token that time? Maybe then 10% of the token which so increase in the value will be actually more than 50% now. But like I said already, everybody around me which was asking, oh, what should I do? Everybody is taking for 10 years. Now, question about the funding. Many people are wondering about the project's funding. From what we understand, the project is funded through the ICO fundraising. Yes. However, it's not unreasonable to say that this is not infinite. How do you see things going forward? So yes, we raised a lot of money in ICO actually in 2021. At the same time, we have a lot of private investors. Private investors, not in terms of tokens, but we don't have just tokens. We have different ways how we can raise money, for example, equity. We haven't announced yet. We haven't announced them yet. But if you knew what deals we are working on, I don't think you would be asking about if now is good price, where should you sell, or if we are selling the tokens. Now, questions about the marketing. What are your marketing plans for a following month? Like I said, so and there are a lot of questions about it. So let me give you answer to most of them. There are new releases every month. We will be keep doing the marketing with the content marketing and for those products. At the same time, because of there will be utility of the token finally, and at the same time it will be multiplayer game with really good graphics, with amazing gameplay, which is not like early access, but it will be the first PvPs. Then we will start doing marketing not just for crypto and for the community, but also for real players, which is goal this year onboard them actually. That's the first thing. Another thing, there are a lot of tournaments that we are planning. Like I said, we are planning to do one of the biggest esports in virtual reality ever by end of this year. And at the same time, we have a lot of partnerships, and we want to do a lot of so for example, you see the social mining, which works very good. We will be doing more and more this, how we want to engage the current community we have. Our plan is actually to get another communities to enlarge the whole community and do different partnerships and different collaborations with other projects. So of course, this is the plan. We have a lot of really good influencers as investors, so they are sharing us, and of course with the whole marketing, let's say not marketing, but with helping with the community, and with that you can help as a community us with that. So we will be doing more and more those things. We will be actually using our own community and doing more rewards and more social rewards and more tournaments. There will be also one big opportunity for all of you guys in one of the applications that we are launching in next weeks. I think you will be very excited because you will be able to actually, even without VR, be part of the VR. You will be able to finally use and actually get to really good rewards. So yes, we definitely, it's one of the most important things for us in coming weeks. From the technology and gaming perspective, it's easy to understand the potential of Victoria VR and its dominance over the other metaverses. Thank you. Like Sandbox, I love Sandbox, by the way. However, many people think that the real marketing hasn't started yet. For example, Sandbox doesn't have any especially or even finished product, but their marketing is intense with numerous partners. What do you say about that? Yes, it's not just about the marketing. You know, don't feel like the marketing haven't started yet. If you knew what was our budget and how much we spent in last month, you wouldn't say it. But at the same time, don't look at the price and don't say it's not because of the marketing. All charts are doing now the same. So I think we are in pretty good position. And then, of course, when more and more people will be coming in our world, in our PvP, and there will be the real gamers, and at the same time, when there will be different situation on the market, I'm not saying we are bearish on the market, I'm just saying that the real alt season haven't even started. Then it will be all easy. So that's why you can see that we are posting every day. We are showing a lot of content, we have a lot of content, and we have a lot of products, because we still have 80 in-house people here working every day last 3 years. So imagine what is coming out in next weeks. With the Sandbox, remember that there was big metaverse hype in 21. That's why we had so successful launch. People who invested in 2020 or 21, they were waiting for the launch. There were a lot of post notes, let's say, but then I think everybody was extremely happy. The only unfortunate thing was that we have been on the market like 1 month and then the beer comes, right? So we used only one real bull market. We have been only one real bull market on the market. Now we are early. We are still early to the bull market. We will be on market the whole bull market. So that's why people who already bought on market, for example, they are now DCAing down, and now the goal is to actually do higher high, do new all-time high. This is the goal for this cycle. So it's little like when we launch, everybody was saying, "Oh no, the price is so high. I wanted to buy on the pre-sale. I want the price go down." Now we are down, and people are saying, "Oh, why we are going down?" You know, it's still the opposite, but it's still the same. So yeah, I think we are in a very good position right now. At the same time, with the Sandbox, what they did was amazing, that they have different partnerships because they opened the metaverse. This is also our plan for this years. So even without or before the launching of the VR AI Builder, we are working on those partnerships. We already have some in the pipeline, but with them we are waiting for the right time, because with them we really want to strategic think about, okay, when it will have the biggest impact, because that's our goal to all of us, right? To have the biggest impact. Are you satisfied with VR marketing efforts? Like I already answered, with the content marketing, what we are doing, I think it's pretty good. About the YouTubers and everybody else and other influencers, I'm very satisfied. Now we will be moving more to marketing for real players, for the gaming players. There will be more partnerships, more rewards for the community, and our main focus will be to actually more use our community and at the same time enlarge it. Now we want to show to our community, hey, we have been here 2 years. Now you can see that we are real deal. Now we have your support. Now we will show you more and more and more, and we'll invite more and more people to our community. Why you didn't do marketing for early access? Do you plan to sign more partnerships in the near future? Practically the same question, already answered. Are there more marketing efforts planned in the very recent future, coming weeks and months? Yes. We are releasing new products, and there is marketing campaign to all of them. To make Victoria we are more known by a much larger audience. Yes, of course, that's the goal. And are there also shows in Paris, London? Is Victoria be presenting on? So we already have been on these kind of events. It was really good, but what happened is that they all see what we are doing. They want, can you create a luxury shop for us? Could you create this? Could you create that? And we have a lot of customers that they want to create something in virtual reality. Right now, our main focus is to develop the builder actually, and then we will launch our ecosystem to actually motivate people to start building. So right now we don't want to be presented on these big physical events. However, our main goal for next weeks and months is actually to showing the game, to enlarge the community, like I already said, and to focus on not just crypto people, but also the real gamers. I don't see a lot of typical hype by influencers on X. Should we be concerned? We haven't shared most of them, but if you can see, the biggest actually influencers shared us. So in our team, in our cap table, as our investors, and I'm very grateful for that, are one of the best people in the whole ecosystem, on the whole market. And yes, they are pushing us. At the same time, you can see that it's not just about that. It's not just about the product. It's also about the timing. We are early now, but believe me, in once there will be off season, it will be completely different. Now, a lot of questions about the exchanges. When Binance? Soon. There are a lot of questions about Binance, about OKX, about different Kraken, Coinbase, and about listings that so we can help with for US people, for US investors. So, like I said, our main focus is the game. Doing marketing to actually show the game to everybody, to invite them to play the game, to win rewards. At the same time, to put the utility of the token there finally. And at the same time, we care about the price and we care about the exchanges. So, of course, we are working with all of them to negotiate with them. But how you can get exchange? You need a lot of things for that. Of course, they check the product, they check the team, they check the industry, they check the community, they check the hype, they check all other things also. We have a lot of green, and of course there is a fee for it. Of course, we checked a lot of things already. We have green check there, and now it's more about actually, because we launched the product, they want to see the utility, and they want to see the hype and community, and that's something that you can actually help us with. Because believe me, you are saying, are you working on different exchanges? Of course, we are working every day to get to those exchanges. We are ready to, we have ready the funds, we have ready everything else, and we are talking with them. And I know that at the right time, we will get the best exchanges. I'm pretty sure of that, because when we have been launching before, it was so hard to do the, for example, IEO on KuCoin that time. but we got it because of our supporters and everything. So I'm pretty sure that we will have it also this cycle in next weeks, months. And what I am saying is that you guys, the community, can help us with that actually, because they are looking at the community, they are looking at the hype, they are looking in all those things. So of course we will be doing also to increase the community, to increase the hype. But for example, if the Apple VR, which was good hype, but not that long, right? It wasn't hype like before when the Zuckerberg renamed them to Meta, right? So if this something like this happening, then it's like this, easy, you know. But if not, then we need to focus on the product, which what we are doing, and actually build the hype ourselves, which we will do also. So we are working on all the exchanges. We are talking with the legal departments, and we are working on them. At the same time, there are some questions. They are practically all the same. There are some questions about the listing that you saw some transaction to one of those exchange. I cannot say the name, and if it's happening, remember that there is always fee. And if, for example, I know that the listing is incoming tomorrow, I cannot say it because they could remove you from the listing. So the listing will always come from the exchange. What I want to say that we are working on it, and we will get it. What I'm saying is that you can actually help us with that. VR lands. Are VR lands subject of price fluctuation? Yes, of course, it's secondary market. I am actually surprised that there is no question about land reveals, but I will address that also. With lands, we want to put their utility even without the reveal. The reveal is planned by for end of this year, but at the same time we want to wait for the right time with that, right? I saw other NFTs, as I said, that the hype and for alt season haven't even started. With NFTs, it's even worse right now, and we have all the same goal, to be as successful as possible. Not just the token, not just the game, but also the lands. So we will do it at the right time. We have everything prepared, but at the same time, what I wanted to say is that we will put some utility to those lands before even before the real reveal. But like I said, which was our vision, I believe those lands will be, and it's just my personal opinion, I believe those lands in our virtual world will be actually more expensive than the real lands in physical world. Why? Because when you can build shop there where you don't have to pay, I don't want to say employees because that's what IKEA is just doing, but when you don't have to pay rent, you don't have to pay for any other things, but at the same time you can have 1 million active users there every day, for example, customers or whatever. It will be up to you what economy or what charge, what fee you will put inside. I think that will be very, very interesting. Other questions? When do you plan to start PvP arena competition? So there will be multiple competitions, but our main vision is actually to have the biggest esports in virtual reality ever. So there will be multiple competitions, but we want to be the biggest one at the same time. And I'm very excited of that because when I am testing it with the team, it's so fun to play. And with that, actually, we want to not just take over Web3 VR, because who is doing Web3 VR, but to actually take over Web2 VR. What's your plan to reach top 100 crypto? So, like I said, what we are building is not just a game, and it's not just in some VR or whatever. We are building world when people can actually live. That was our vision. So we are creating this game which will attract the users, make them coming back, incentivize them to make them coming back, give them the best, not just the graphics, but the best gameplays, so they will be motivated to coming back. That's how we want to take over Web2 VR, but at the same time, the builder, where you will be able to create anything you want. And with more and more users, which we see the traction that VR market is growing every year, but we are very, very early. I believe that with this, we are actually giving the tools to be on the scale as Roblox combined with Fortnite. Look at in which levels they are right now, and imagine about what we are doing, what is our vision and how we are delivering. So then you can see about what is our vision and how we get the insight. This is how we want to get inside, because we are very early on a very small market that is extremely fast growing, and we want to be the best in there. What is the biggest thing you look forward to as a CEO of Victoria VR? So I'm pretty excited of that PvP arena. I'm pretty excited of that PvP, because that's how I believe we really will get traction on VR and will start taking over VR market, which is one of our first goal. Second, our goal is to actually launch application that people, even without VR headsets, will be able to interact with the world. It will be one of the first kind of those kind of applications, and there will be the utility, and you will be very excited of that, because you will have a lot of potential of gains, let's say. So I'm very excited of that, and of course the VR builder makes me so excited, because I know about a lot of projects that they want to build on us, that this, I believe, will be the biggest thing for Victoria VR. When do you think the big mass adoption will happen for virtual reality? Hello from Singapore. So I think the biggest mass adoption for VR is incoming. I think we are pretty close, but I know we are very early. So that's why I'm saying to all of you which are concerned about the price or about what's happening, we are very, very early in VR, but that's what makes me so excited. I think that the VR headsets are already there. I think what Quest have, the Quest 3, Oculus Quest 3, they are pretty good, and they have reasonable price already. I think what Apple released is also good, but I think there will be with different releases, it will get much better. And I know that those companies are spending billions of dollars on these headsets because they know this is the future. But most people are not buying those headsets because of some game. They are just buying to see what is inside. Then they see nothing much, and then don't play it. And some people already have the traction and playing different good games in VR already. So, but we want to be the first one who will be, okay, I'm buying this headset because of this game. So I see the mass adoption is incoming actually in next years. You can see that the market is growing extremely fast. But I think when there will be more companies, better headsets, and actually better software, better games, that will actually pump the market. So actually, if somebody else will release really good game in VR, it actually help us. So, but I believe we will be the one who will be the biggest break even for the VR market. That's what we are building. What is your vision for Victoria VR? I'm a huge fan and I love what you are doing, guys. Thank you very much. So I already said the vision. What we are building is not just a game, it's new internet, 3D internet. We are building the game, but we are also building the builder, creating the builder, so you will be able, guys, to create anything you want. You will be able to monetize it, and you will be able to do it even without programming skills. You will be able to use everything you already have. You will be able to scale your business. You will be able to make it better, make it cheaper, and do it completely different, because the immersive experience, when it's on good level, which is what we are doing, realistic graphics, because I believe the graphics is absolutely key in VR. That's what will change the whole industry and the whole world. So this is our vision, giving you those tools. Take over Web 2 VR. That's first of all goal. Second, do the biggest esports in virtual reality ever. And the long-term vision is, like I already said, build a world where you can actually live. So we will give you all the tools and everything you need to educate yourself, socialize, have fun, create something, sell something, do the business, do the work, and everything you need, and play game and have fun, of course. And once you have it, that's why I believe more people will actually be more in VR than in, let's say, real life. And I believe this is happening. Also, I don't think it's 10 years from now. I think it's 3 years from now that some people will already be more in virtual reality than in real life. This is my vision and this is my prediction. I will now open, this was the last question. I will now open and check YouTube, because I haven't seen the chat yet. Somebody streaming here. What a handsome guy here. Hey guys, how are you? How I see? Oh, a lot of questions. Yo, Setos, how are you? We trust the trial timing. Yes, look, what we are doing it every day. I'm pretty sure that we are at the right time on the market right now, and that's what makes me so excited. Poker and VVR, of course, you will be able to build it when moon soon. $3, hold my beer. I will hold your tequila, brother. $3, guys, this is my personal opinion, okay? This is not financial advice, this is what I am doing. 10 years we are staking. We will do something crazy with your 10 years staking, because it's, when I'm speaking with other founders and with other projects, it's completely crazy, because you cannot unstake sooner, right? So I think we should do some kind of 10 years YOLO gang, because it's YOLO, but everybody around me is taking for 10 years. So if you are staking not for 10 years, don't talk to me. I'm kidding, of course. Setos, hey Setos, drink orange juice. Yes, I talk about the exchanges. Monthly. Oh, I see. Great life, Aram. Thank you, guys. I was little. It was my first AMA on video, so I hope you enjoy it. I will just check if there are some more questions that I can answer you right now. But our plan for next weeks is actually all those releases and everything I just said that we are playing. But at the same time, I will be more in touch with you. I will be doing these kind of streams to show you how we are working about the product, how we are building, and more of those AMAs. So if you have any question, you can ask us anytime. We are here with you guys. We are very grateful for amazing community, because I know we are here with you for long term, but at the same time we care about short-term success. Is there a menu at Discord where we can send our suggestions, ideas, partnership with our partners? Of course, guys, we will be, I think it's there, but at the same time, there will be more and more things how you can actually interact with us, how you can help us, and how you can give us ideas or anything else. So we will be launching this and announcing it in next weeks. But if you have any question or how we can improve something, guys, we have the best moderators in our Telegram group and in Discord and everywhere else. We have our Tommy, so send it to us, and of course we will always answer. And like I said, we will be doing more and more those AMAs. Now I see another question. Yes, I think the mass adoption will be much faster actually. I think that what we are doing is just the beginning. I think there will be something different than VR, but we are prepared not just for VR, but for different ways how you can interact in virtual worlds. I see some other questions. Neos VR, yes, we know. I know others also. Big love for USA. Love you too, Jerry. Love you all, guys. Thank you very much for this first AMA. It was recorded, so we will post it afterwards. And see you soon there. See you in the metaverse. See you in Victoria VR. And yeah, very grateful for you. Thank you for your support, guys. I'm very excited for upcoming weeks, days, and months. So let's build a future together. See you soon. Ciao. VR to the moon.